Days of Our Lives recap. Tuesday, February 13th. Sarah stunned as Xander handcuffed. Harris surgery outcome. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Tuesday, February 13 reveals that Wendy Shin spoke with Rafe Hernandez and Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, about Ava Vitale, pretty much admitting the bistro was involved in something dangerous. Due to what happened to Harris Michaels, Wendy felt like she should spill what she knew, so she came clean about Ava's suspicious behavior and how Stephen DeMira seemed to be tangled up in this. Wendy had reservations about spying on Trip Johnson's mother when Rafe asked her to be his eyes and ears, but she ultimately agreed. Officer Goldman also brought a burner phone that one of the police units found in a dumpster near the bistro, so Wendy used her tech skills to see if she could score any information. At the Kyriakis mansion on Tuesday's Days episode, Julie Williams and Chad DeMira expressed their gratitude to Maggie Kyriakis, Suzanne Rogers, for opening her home to them. Doug Williams was upstairs with Thomas DeMira and Charlotte DeMira since he didn't want to leave their side while they slept. Julie wondered how the Horton House fire could have happened, so Chad said it was all his fault and explained the distorted phone call that said, "Maybe next time you'll listen." Chad felt like Clyde Weston was retaliating over the story that he published and hinted that there might be a way to unblock the number he got the call from. Julie lashed out over Chad not taking the threat seriously, but she quickly calmed down and realized the blame belonged on Clyde instead of Chad. Although Julie was concerned about where they would live, Maggie insisted they would all live there while Julie rebuilt brick by brick. After Jada Hunter told Rafe about Harris hiding Lucas Corton at his apartment, Chad showed up and offered news on the fire. Rafe realized that was 3 incidents tonight that were suspected of being connected to Clyde, so he took Chad's phone to investigate and promised they'd nail the guy. At the hospital on Tuesday's DOL show, Ava worried about Harris in the waiting room and feared she'd never have a chance to tell him that she loved him. Stefan asked why Ava got down and dirty with him, so Ava was appalled over the question and asked him the same thing before deciding she didn't want to know. Although Ava felt like they had to shut Clyde down, Stefan warned about the danger to the people they loved most. Kayla Johnson managed to get Harris stable enough for surgery, so she gave Ava and Stefan updates on the bullet removal and Harris' collapsed lung. There was also significant internal bleeding, so Harris would have to be monitored closely. The next 24 hours were crucial when it came to knowing whether Harris would pull through this crisis. Ava was touched to learn she was Harris' emergency contact and eventually sat with unconscious Harris for a few minutes. After Ava declared her love, she pushed Harris to fight his way back to her. Officer Phillips kept watch at the hospital, where he kept looking over at Stefan suspiciously. Stefan also seemed on edge while Ava was visiting Harris' bedside. Back at the police station on Tuesday's Days episode, Wendy got a hit on the burner phone from the dumpster and showed off the discovery she'd made to Rafe as well as Jada. Once they got the warrant, Officer Goldman delivered it and had a moment where she grimaced like she was sore. Jada asked if Officer Goldman was Oak, but she just claimed that she overdid it at the gym. When Xander Cook came home to Sarah Horton, he once again dodged her attempts at passion and took off for the shower. Sarah eventually joined Xander, who reminded her that they said they were going to take things slow. After Sarah insisted they could take things as slow as Xander wanted, they indeed had a slow and steamy session in the shower together. Afterward on Tuesday's Days episode, Sarah and Xander took things to the bedroom, where they admitted they still loved each other and never stopped. Once Xander and Sarah hit the sheets, they cuddled and savored the feeling of finally being in each other's arms again. Sarah also mentioned the weird text Xander received that asked if it was done, but he seemed clueless and thought it was strange too. Soon after, Rafe and Jada burst in with backup, so Xander was arrested while a horrified Sarah looked on. Victoria Horton Cook cried in the other room as Jada handcuffed Xander on the floor in his underwear. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Xander will have to defend his innocence, so stay tuned too. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.